Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty, and today I have some fun little, I'm calling them like mini circle easel cards because they're little. And so I'm going to show you how to put them together. And I was trying to figure it out on my own and I couldn't. And then I watched a video and now they're super easy. So I think you're going to like it. So let me know if you are, let's see, watching. I think I want to make sure I have everything in the right spot and that the volume's working and everything's good to go. I know it's summer. Oh, it's today, July 26th, and people are on vacation. So I just want to sometimes just make sure it's working and then we'll get to it. Actually, these are kind of quick, so it won't even be that long today. Oh, great. Hello. Oh, yeah. Hello, Karen from Hot, Iowa. And hi, Nancy. All right. So we are good. We are live. And that's always what I want to know. Yeah, I think it's hot everywhere, unfortunately. Okay. So hopefully you're just in somewhere where it's cool. All right. I am going to flip over here and let's see, try to straighten out my worktop. Okay. It's always like straight on the camera and then it's crooked where I am and then I always mix it up. Okay. So these are the little easel cards. So I have two different sizes. So you can kind of see like here's my hand, here's the card, and it props up so it stands up so you can kind of see that's kind of the mechanism of the easel cards. So I just use like circle dies to make it. Oh, you love baseball, Karen. You're always watching baseball. That's awesome. This is perfect. And Debbie's joining us too. Perfect. All right. So, and here's another easel card. This one I did kind of the sea life. Little happy birthday, but again, it has the same kind of construction, that little triangle. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And there's one more. This one's, I have two different sizes, like I said. This one is actually going to go to someone in my garden club who has an injury. So I thought I would send her that. All right. Yeah, they're super sweet. So you could, I'm imagining you could do them with squares, right? The little squares. I used the stylish shape. So this is the largest circle of the stylish shapes and then the smaller circle, but you could use the square. You have the old layering circles. And actually I'm going to show you how I made this one a little bit bigger. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay. So what we need, that's my circle. I already have, well, you'll see. I kind of prepped some things ahead of time, but I didn't cut the paper. You can't really see those on the camera. I didn't know. All right. So I'm going to make this one a lemon lolly. And actually, I didn't even realize. I'll show you. Oh, it matches my shirt. I didn't even realize that when I picked it. So what you need is a circle for these ones. Again, you can do them, I think, squares, and I think ovals would work too. This is the largest circle of my stylus shapes circles, which are dies I use all of the time. So here we go, stylus shapes. I'm using the largest circle. Again, you could use the square. I don't know if there's really other like big circles. I don't think so. I think that's a big. Oh, you know what you could use too? Let me find where it is. That there's the new big punch. Here it is. It's a 2 3/8. So let's see. I don't even know what size this is. So this is a 3-inch circle, but you could use that large circle punch. Okay. So I'm going to cut. First, I'm going to score. Actually, I'm going to move those out of the way. Move this up. So I'm going to, it doesn't matter how wide my paper is because we're just going to cut the circle. So I just cut a piece of paper in half at the 4 1/4. But I want to make a score line. So I'm just going to make a score line, increase it. And I could cut that off because I don't need that, but I'm just going to leave that there. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So here's something I just did the other day. I always try to give you guys tips. So you can kind of see the difference. Hopefully, yeah, you can see the difference between the plates. The one on the right is really scratchy and well loved. The one on the left is pretty new and has just a couple scratches in it. So what I do is when I replace my plates, I only replace one at a time. So I just keep the bottom one, like I don't want to say the bad one, the well-loved, well-used one. And then I just use the new one on top. And then you change them around and stuff. But that gives me a little bit more life out of them instead of replacing both plates at once. All right, so what I'm going to do for this piece is I want to have, I didn't even show you how it worked, but there's a circle here that's folded, and that's kind of the mechanism to make it stand up. So there's really 3 blue circles on this particular card, so we need 3 yellow circles. So I'm going to cut it so that there's a little bit peeking through, so I'm not going to cut this fold. So this fold is not going to be cut. So that's why, so you could even place it down this way or place it down this way. But I want to make sure there's a little space there so that I'm not going to cut the fold. Yeah, I'm still good. Okay. Oh, I put it backwards. That's all right. It works always. Handle's on the opposite side. All right. And it cuts through, because it's a good cutter, it cuts through both. So now I have that fold. And so on this piece, I'm just going to cut that. I need that 3rd circle. All right. So that's, oops, all we need with that. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the tip of the plates. Yeah, I just replaced that one yesterday, and I only had 1 plate, but usually that's what I do. All right. So I got 3 circles out of here. The 1 full circle, and then the one that was on the fold. So that's kind of what we need. So what we're going to do, this piece needs to come in. So I'm going to actually just fold it. I'm not even going to score. I'm just going to fold it in half, and I'm looking at it because I want this to be as straight as possible in alignment. It's probably the hardest part, is making sure that that's in alignment. Increase it. You can crease it both ways. Okay, so that's folded, because what's going to happen is that's going to go like that, and this is going to go right on top. So that's what gives us that easel fold. So I'm going to glue. Make sure. Yep. I'm going to put glue right here. And I'm going to put this directly on top. So it's just going to look, oops, like 1 circle. Okay, so this, so really kind of actually easel minus the stopping point of what's right there. So now we can decorate it. So I already, so these are my samples, and they do close flat. Oh, I should have brought an envelope up. They do close flat, so you can put them in an envelope and mail them. This one's pretty thick because of all my dimensionals, but that's all right. So I already cut out the flowers and put them together just to save a little time, but they are the same. Sorry for that noise. Actually, remove that. We're done with that. They are the same flowers I've used, I think, for the last 2 weeks. Those paper florist dies that are kind of a standalone item. They don't really go with a stamp set, but they are, let's see, this is alphabetical. Under P, oh, I went 1 page too far. There we go. They are on page 165, but they're right here. And they all do work with a mini machine, or you can use the regular machine, but those are the dies that I've used for the last couple of weeks. And I'm loving them, and I still haven't used, I'm close, I still haven't used all of the shapes yet. So I just created different flowers. I just layered different colors, different things on top, and I just put it on a smaller circle. So it's just, you know how that like the nested circle. So the one smaller down, and that's what I put on that. So that's what's going to go right on top like that. And then on the inside of my card, that's extra, I'm going to put just another circle right there. And you could do like, I think I'll get the other one I did, designer paper. This might be easier to see. On my little Sea Life one, I used designer paper on the bottom. So you could do whatever, because what we're going to do is write your little message up here. So what you're going to do, so you need like 3 circles. You need a lot of circles. 3 of the smaller circles. So one white circle is going to go here. One's going to go in the inside. And then this is going to go here. But what I did, and this was a trick I learned, and I don't remember her name. She was a UK demonstrator. But I thought it was a good trick. She folded it in half. And I'm going to cut the fold off. Because what that does, gives me 2 half circles. But because I have this fold here, and I want it to be interactive, so if I left it plain, it wouldn't bend so well. So what I'm going to do is just put the 2 half circles here, so then I still have that folding option. I thought that was a good tip. So I'm going to try to make it straight. It is so easy, and I have to tell you, someone had made this and shared a picture on Facebook, and I really liked it, and I saved it. I went back to look at it, but she was missing this key fold element. So that's what I couldn't figure it out. She showed how to cut all the shapes, but she didn't have that folded part. All right, so this is going to go on like that. And now we just need our little stomping mechanism. So I have a couple. I'm going to make one more just to show you how I did this big one, because it's almost the same. It's just a little bigger. So I think that's for the big one. I think I'm going to do Time to Celebrate. And the key to this part, because you need that, that stopper, otherwise it's just going to flop down, is they need to be up on dimensionals. So I'm just going to open it and try to have my alignment go straight. I actually like how it sticks out a little bit. Time to Celebrate. So you could write your message here, or you could write it up here. You could write the whole thing like that. Yeah, I just think it's so sweet and cute. So I have one for thinking of you. I'm going to send that to someone who needs some thoughts. And then this one, like I said, this one is a get well. And I'm going to make one more birthday. So how I did the bigger one, so I have this scallop shape. You can kind of see the 2 different sizes. And this is actually, I used it last week. Oh, I didn't bring up the whole thing. Remember, I used that for the Barbie cards that we did last week to make that big medallion, and that was from the Give It a Whirl dies that I have told you many times now that I have not used the dies for how they were intended. Where are they? I hope that's not going so good with my head. Here, oh, the other catalog, they were on this side. So here they are, the Give It a Whirl dies. So you get tons of pieces, and I love using the clouds and the hearts and the stars and the little scallop circle and the rectangles, but I haven't used this mechanism. But anyways, I've used it just as a layering. So that's what I did. That's how I got that circle to be bigger. So I have those pieces. Hi, Kim. That's okay, you're joining late. It's summertime. All right. So I already cut a single, and I don't care. You're not going to see this little hole in the, you can kind of, I don't know if you can see, there's like little impressions for that kind of mechanism. you're not going to see it. They're going to be covered up, right? So you don't see the hole there. You only see it kind of on the bottom, but you can barely see it. So you're not going to see it. So I already cut on the fold, and that's what I did, right? I did the same thing I did with this paper. I folded it, and then I just put it through with a little bit of the, you can see a little bit of the poking through, and that's how I got that fold. And then I cut a third one. So it's done the exact same way. Instead of using this size circle, which is what I used for this yellow, I'm just going to put that there. So this one's actually going to go on the inside, but we're going to fold it first, right? So I'm going to fold it as best I can in half. And again, I want it to kind of, this fold, I want to be kind of 90-degree angles. But I want the medallions to line up. That's the only trickier part, is you have the scallop part to line up. All right, I'd say that's pretty close. And now we have our mechanism. So I'm going to glue this on here. And again, I want to line up my those scalloped edges. A second to dry. All right, let's see what people are saying. So easy, yes. Oh, you're watching from the beach, Kim. Oh, that's awesome. Lots of demos have not made a world card by using all the other dies. Yeah, I know, and I really need to do that. Make the whirl. Now there's not even a stamp set that goes with it. There used to be, but there's plenty you can do. All right, so that's just going in there. So I promise, I'll do something. I either get distracted or I'm getting a different project ready or something. But all right, the best part would be I should actually do it as a club project, so then I'll know it gets done. All right, so the same thing. I did the same flowers, pretty much the same, just so you can see the difference in the sizes on that same size circle, and that's going to go right on here. I'm going to close it to put it on there. And then we just need our, we need to do our inside. So I have that. I'm going to fold it in half. What she did, again, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name. It was Sam. It was not Sam Hammond. It was a different Sam from the UK. She opened it up and cut on either side. I just think it's easier just to cut that fold off. And that way you have your two pieces and they're equal. So that's going to go here and here. Right on the bottom. And you can see that little hole from the Give It a Whirl die, but I'm telling you, no one's going to even know it's there. I just like how it gives me a bigger circle. A bigger layering circle to go with these ones, I should say. All right, so now we need our little mechanism, and I have, this one's a little bit bigger. That's pretty, but I kind of like the bigger one. So I am going to use 3 dimensionals, just because it's a little bit longer. Renee, you snuck in there. Oh, I'm glad you can't wait to try it. And so, again, I kind of line up my edge with that fold and just bring it down just to make sure it's straight. There you go. I think these are fun. I think these are going to be addictive. Let me know if you agree. If you make them, I know Mary Lou does this all the time, make them and then post them on, I think you might be able to post them on this feed, but on the Very Important Paper Crafters page, you can just post. You don't need to like comment on it. You can just make a post on your own. But aren't these just so cute? And then that one I did with the, again, the anchor and the fish, a little bit more masculine. All right. Oh, look at how crooked I am. All right, so let me. Excellent. Okay, so I'm glad you like them. I just think they're just fun and cute, and kind of, especially now you just need a cute little project to do in the summertime. But if you think of it, you could put pumpkins on these or skeleton. I know there's a skeleton set coming for Halloween. You could do Christmas, obviously. I think they're great Mother's Day. So all sorts of reasons. You could make them as little name cards. If you write someone's name on it, little place setting, and put them in everyone's place setting. I know you guys will come up with lots of ideas for it. So I'm glad you like it. So, and that was kind of quick because I already cut all and glued all the flowers together because that would have taken a while. So what's happening for this last week of July is the bonus days sale is still going on. So so if you spend $50, you get a $5 coupon to use in August, and that coupon will be like a, I don't know, 10-digit code or something. It will be emailed to you right after you place your order. So just don't lose it because I won't be able to look them up. What else? Is that the only thing for July that's happening? I think it is. I did find out for August they're having a kit sale. So all kits, not Paper Pumpkin, but all like standalone kits will be on sale either 10, 20, or 30% off. And there's a new kit coming starting August 2nd, and that will be on sale too, but I don't know anything about the kit itself. And bonus day coupons you can redeem in August. And I think that might be what's going on. But for right now, July is just the bonus days, is the wrap up, kind of the last week of that sale. So that's what's happening. August is going to be a busy, crazy month. I have a lot going on. So I'm going to try and pre-plan everything for you guys so it's not too crazy. Great. I'm just looking at the comments to make sure there's no questions. Yes, it would be, I think, pretty easy for mass production, especially if you think, these ones with the flowers took a little bit, gluing, but that you just put a movie on and just glue a whole bunch of flowers together or stamp it or something. You can do it on the simpler side or something. But I think they're fun. So I'm glad you like them too. All right, that's what I had. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. If I am, I will just post it for you. So thank you very much for taking time out of your day. I'm Christine Josti and Mail Something Pretty. And I love that you guys joined me live. And I love that you watched the replay. So thank you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.